All right. I want to see you kill it today. Let's go in there and crush it. Great job in there. Your timing is really on point. All right, let's get in there. Let's push yourself today. Let's see what you got. You dominated today. Good work.
All right, without further delay, let's get you tonight's tale of the tape. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Lucky Lauren Murphy. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, BISPING.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round 1 is underway. She is a finisher of the highest order. Look no further than her last fight. A brutal victory by TKO. She'll try to keep that momentum going here tonight as she tries to extend this lengthy winning streak and position herself for a shot at somebody in that top 5.
Putting those punches together, she lands a nice combo up top.
Ooh, nice short uppercut lands by the boxer there. So she did not waste any time earning the respect from the wrestler.
It's all about respect. It's a, oh!
Nice counter left hook.
Oh, nice inside kick.
Oh, great block there.
Never seen anything like this, J.A. How in the world are these two women still standing?
Only for the gas tank if this thing goes much longer.
Not great for the gas tank and not good for the old noggin. You can't take so many upside the head. Somebody's going to sleep. nice transition.
All right, side control for her now, and you know how heavy she stays with all of that upper body strength. We'll see what she can do from here.
Well, she's got great upper body strength, and that's why she passes, because she doesn't necessarily feel she needs the legs to control her opponents on the ground. So she goes to side control and hopes that you give your back. That's why you see she has so many rear naked choke submissions.
I would never give you my back.
Don't give me your back.
Her ground and pound is downright scary, in constant pursuit of the finish. Might get it.
She does a really good job of throwing punches with intent. She never just throws just to be throwing. Every punch is meant to land. Every punch is meant to start a finish.
Murphy's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Well, she said in these situations she had to protect her head, and defensively she has done an outstanding job of that.
She could not do it any better up to this point.
Tries the flying knee to no avail. Massive left hand. Pretty good straight punch there by Bisping. Well, no surprise that this striker has come out aggressively to begin the fight here tonight. She's landing at a pretty good clip as well.
She's landing at a very high percentage, and you can see the aggressiveness at which she's fighting.
Oh! Could be the beginning of the end here. Bisping's got the head. Let's see if she can finish off this guillotine attempt. Well, she's leaking a lot of blood now. That cut is getting worse with every strike land.
And the blood is flying. Her confidence is growing. She will continue to try and target that cut until someone has to come in here, ringside position, and stop the fight.
All right, so the ground and pound strikes continue to land. She's not staying busy for the sake of it. She is doling out damage.
She's landing a lot of punishing ground and pound, and this is going to really zap her opponent as they get back to the feet.
Bisping gets back up. Good sign for her there. Probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike, and you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands, and she lands very effective. Oh, nice right hand.
She blocked that punch. Well, no feeling out process for her here tonight. She has stayed technical, but really a more aggressive approach than we have seen from her in the past. Both fighters throwing heat now. Oh, nice jab by Bisping. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Oh, nice jab up top by Bisping. Now a knee. Big power shot there.
There's another one.
20 seconds left. All right, so it looks as though, yes, she's starting to deal with some swelling now, so defensively gotta figure it out. Here, there, we see the seminal blow of this fight thus far.
Yeah, man, she landed a massive hook, and it has her opponent hurt bad. Big right hand.
What a round. All right, that's the end of the round, and the fighter has a cut on her nose, so that is something that certainly bears watching moving forward. Cut man racing in there. He'll try to seal that cut. She doesn't seem too bothered by it, but certainly something we'll keep an eye on here moving forward. Well, her eye is really in trouble now, and you know the opposition's going to continue to target it. We'll see what they can do with these 60 seconds.
There's nothing better than seeing the damage on your opponent's face. And if she couldn't defend before, she's going to have to be real good on the defensive side this time, because now her opponent would be even more aggressive seeing the damage on her face.
Ready, fight. Ready.
All right, round two. Oh, big right hand, yes. Murphy was the first Invicta Bantamweight champion before crossing over into the UFC. Knocked out, her opponent still stands.
She's still standing, but she's got to get on her bike count. She's got to get out to the center of the octagon, find some space so that she can evade her opponent from finishing.
Well, her Her striking has been great tonight, rocked her opponent pretty significantly, but you got to think there's a little bit of disappointment that she wasn't able to get the finish.
She should be disappointed that she didn't finish the fight. This one looked like it was over. If she gets this opportunity again, she needs to go all out to try to finish the fight.
All right, so different rounds, same narrative, and it's the wrestler's hands, not her takedown. She came here to box.
Yeah, she came here to box, John. She told us that we were going to be very surprised at how good she looked in the stand-up. And to this point, she has proven that. But I wonder how soon we can expect a level change for her to try to take her opponent down, because ultimately you always go back to what you do instinctively, and we know that's wrestling.
Oh, great reversal to top position by her there. Really high-level stuff.
Gotta be careful here.
Oh, that rear naked choke attempt is tight.
Oh.
She's got side control now. Maybe some of those knee strikes to the body. A lot of different things available to her here.
Now, in the side control, you may feel like the bottom person that you have a lot of outs, but there is a lot of danger in those positions, too. A lot of danger in the knees coming your way. A lot of danger in the chokes. So you have out, but you're also constantly under duress from a great top fighter.
Bisping's going for a choke. Oh, that rear naked choke is tight. Hang on a second. What an escape.
I cannot believe she got out of that. She shoved the elbow up, created space, freed her neck, and defended that rear naked choke.
She just continues to land at will, and with every landed strike, seemingly her confidence is getting high.
You know, you throw things, and then you hope to land them. As you land them, you start to go, wow, that worked, I'll go back to it. Every time she goes back to something, it's working again and again and again. And you see it, and you see her confidence growing with every single strike that she lands.
I mean, that's somebody's daughter. Show some mercy.
Show some respect. My goodness, I'd run in there. There's that jab.
Murphy's nose is just donating blood by the second here. I'm not so sure that nose isn't broken, DC. Bisping going for the takedown here. Nothing doing there. Stuffs the takedown. No problem. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
She knew this would be a problem if she stayed there. She finds her way out of the clinch position. Oh, nice.
Well, she was a little bit hesitant. She's had a huge strike right there, DC.
Great shot landed. Now she's got to go chase her down and get another one off to finish the fight. Oh, another one.
Straight right is there. And she finally gets the takedown here. She kept on trying. She knew at some point she was going to be able to take this fight down. Certainly got her down here and with style points.
Oh, nice body kick.
Well, you got to think at this stage of things, there is a wide margin on the judges' scorecard. She has landed a ton of significant strikes in what is her best performance today.
This is the best we've ever seen her look. She did a great job of fighting at her pace, dictating, controlling all of the exchanges, and she landed punches and bunches.
Murphy's really bleeding heavily now. That cut is only getting worse by the minute. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that...
Huge fire there, probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike, and you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands, and she...
Back to the feet now.
Oh, my goodness. And landed some nasty strikes.
Right. 10 minutes in the can. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and they better get going on that cut. I would not say it's critical per se, but getting more severe by the moment. Well, she's done a nice job just hammering the cut on that eye. I'm not sure how much more fight time we're going to have tonight.
Yeah, she will not be able to go through this much longer. She took way too many shots to the eye, and now she's dealing with a nasty cut. She's got to be more focused on the defensive side if she wants an opportunity to win this fight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Bisping gets tagged by the head kick there. Not sure how many more of those she can absorb if she wants to stay in this fight. Nice straight punch for her there. Oh, she's really starting to put some... What a strike by her there. Still standing.
She's still standing, but she's got to get on the bike. She's got to get out to the center of the octagon, find some space so that she can evade.
Bisping's hook shot there looked pretty good, but blocked by the defense. Power shots landing on both sides, and the chins continue to hold up.
She's getting up, yep.
Oh, man, so she lands a huge strike. Oh, now she's talking. Oh, talking trash. She's talking trash.
The timing was on point there. Lands a nice takedown. That was nice.
Constantly a moving target. Well, no surprise here. She backs off and welcomes her opponent down to the feet. Holy smokes! With a massive highlight at the Garden.
What a performance.
Let's get to the official decision. Here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 16 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout, BISPING!
Well, there she is, and you can be sure there's going to be a long line at the after party tonight after what she was able to accomplish tonight.
I mean, she will be as popular tonight as she's ever been, because no one forgets a knockout like this. It'll be on TV. It'll be on the news. It'll be available everywhere she turns for the next few weeks, and this is a massive moment for her.
Fast, smooth, strong. That's what we're doing today. Really impressed with your performance today. Great job.
All right, almost ready to go with this one. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. We send it inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Natalia Silva! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, BISPING!
You ready to fight? You ready?
Well, her last win by knockout will be a tough act to follow as round 1 gets underway here. She really busted onto the radar of UFC fans by knocking out her last opponent. So now with momentum and the winning streak in tow, she will try to do it again. Got to get a win here, and certainly a finish would be useful as well. Oh, uppercut to the head, but it's blocked there by Silva. Oh, and the high kick lands.
And that's the danger in the engagement there. Big right hand to the side. Another punch to the head.
Trying the flying knee there. Nice hook lands by her early. A little bit of extra sauce on that one as well. She felt like she'd be able to get inside and did a nice job to close the distance there.
Well, she knew that if she threw it, she had to throw it with intent. That was with intent and landed with a lot of impact.
Oh, and a head kick there. Beautiful straight punch there by Silva.
Beast, those body kicks will really pay dividends.
Oh, flying knee to the head.
She lands a beautiful leg kick. Watch knees to the body.
Takedown defense is there. Oh, nice job defensively there to get the guard up. Shot is blocked by Silva. Hook lands. Crazy numbers round 1. Oh, she lands another hook there. That's been the storyline in this round. She told us on Thursday she felt like that weapon would be wide open, and that's exactly the way it's played out.
That's exactly what she anticipated doing because she saw a weakness in her opponent's defenses in seeing the hook. So she's wrapping around the high guard and landing and really turning her whole body into that punch. She lands a huge leg kick.
All right, so watch for her to set up that hook here again. We were in our fighter meeting on Thursday. She said the fans are starting to call her Madam Lineker. She sees it as a compliment.
She sees it as an absolute compliment because she is in love with that specific punch as much as John is. She doesn't even know John, but she says if I can take something from John Lineker is that I want to sleep someone with a big hook shot from either stance, conventional or southpaw.
Man, does she throw these hands seamlessly and easily, connects with another series of punches there.
She is one of the best boxers in the UFC, and this is the reason why we say it every time she fights. Ooh, what a punch. Beautiful job getting those hands up.
Nice front kick. Oh, and there's another combination. She's turning this into a sparring session. Just high volume, and her opponent's got to make some adjustments.
Opponent has...
Oh, she got that flying knee home. Silva's cut, folks. Nasty cut on her lip just opened up.
Trying to side kick, you got to take your outside arm, roll that kick off to the side, or just move your feet a little bit. But it's hard when somebody's so good at doing that specific strike.
Just unable to quite find that range. Oh!
In a ton of trouble right now.
45 seconds remain in the round. Silva gets caught by that straight punch, beautifully landed by the opposition. Well, she has really shored some things up defensively here as she blocks another set of shots there.
She said it was going to be a focus, get better defensively, and tonight she's showing that the work has been done.
Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. Oh, she works the body as well as anybody in this division. Another strike there, and these shots are really going to take their toll as this fight moves on. All right, so she told us in the fighter meeting the body shots were going to be key, and they certainly have been. She invested early, and now you're starting to see some damage on the other side.
Yeah, she's doing a great job.
A huge strike right there, DC.
Great shot landed. Now she's got to go chase her down and get another off to finish the fight.
Round 2 straight ahead. All right, heading back to the corner now after that round. And Silva's corner now. We'll take a look at that lip. The cut man is in, and you got to tighten that up. It's really starting to bleed now. We'll see if it rears its ugly head as this fight continues. All right, back to the stools we go. She has absorbed a lot of damaging strikes in this fight. We'll see if she can recover.
She didn't do a good job of moving her head. She was a stationary target, and she paid for it. Her opponent recognized that the target was stationary, and she went all out trying to land big shots, and she opened up a nasty cut.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round 2. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs. Both got the offense going. But now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Takedown defense holds up.
Oh, man, you can hear it. Bone on bone. Nice elbow land. Now the two separate from the clinch.
Hook to the head there by Bisping.
Right back in the clinch. Look for the...
Oh, she goes to the ankle break. I don't know if she's doing that because you're in the commentator's booth tonight, but you got to appreciate that effort.
Call me entertained. Anytime I get to see something like that, I applaud it. Hats off to you, young lady. Oh, nice.
Right into side control. Well, her opponent is squirming, and this might be the beginning of the end. The ground and pound strikes continue to land at will.
She's landing them over and over again. She needs to make sure that when she's chasing the finish, she doesn't get excited and lose the position.
Silva's cut above the eye now from that strike, so we'll see how the fighter deals with that definite adversity now.
Tuck your chin in, shrug.
Bisping's back to the side control now. Oh, big elbow. Well, she's not slowing down. She has already landed a ton of significant strikes, and you got to think her coaches are going to be absolutely thrilled with this effort tonight.
They're going to be fired up. They have to be so excited to watch everything that they saw in the gym during training camp come together and be put on display inside the octagon.
Oh, nice combination of elbows there in the clinch by Bisping. Oh, she lands again. She has really targeted that cut effectively here in this round. Well, maybe some panic setting in for her opponent as she continues to land with the ground and pound.
She cannot deal with the pressure of the top fighter. She's so good at finding her strikes.
Knee to the body again. Gets tagged again on the inside. All right, so the body shots continue to be the narrative in this fight, and a lot of bruising now starting to develop on that side.
You know, the kicks, the punches, the knees, just the ability to mix up all of her strikes to the body has allowed for her to get out ahead of her opponent. Now, her opponent's confused. She has no answers for these body shots.
Oh, lands a knee to the body here in side control. Another nice knee there. 2 minutes to go, round 2. Oh, well, now things are getting dire for her, Daniel. You see the obvious redness and the damage on that side. Got to address the body shots or this fight's going to be over.
Yeah, John, she needs to address it 30 of them ago, right? Because it's too late now. Now she's been beat and battered the entirety of this fight, and we're very close to getting the finish due to body shots.
Bisping's in half guard now, and right into side control.
And now she has her back.
Bisping's back in side control here. Knee to the body here in side control. And again, keeping that knee on the midsection. All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike landed. It's overwhelming for her opponent to be in there with her when she's in this flow state. She's so good at everything she's doing that now the activity is starting to pick up. If she can continue to fight in this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight gets finished. Man, she's got some good ground and pound and putting that part of her game to good use tonight. She's putting it to great use, just really damaging from the top position. Oh, hammer fists and bunches here by Bisping. Oh, man, another strike gets through. This could be over soon. A couple of hammer fists now.
You gotta fight back.
Bisping's able to make a nice transition there back into side control. Oh, big hammer fist again. This could be the beginning of the end.
Fight's almost over. Find the kill shot. Find the strike that's going to end this fight.
Silva's forehead is just leaking blood all over the octagon. I know for Daniel Cormier, this is very hard to watch. They might need to stop this fight. I think it's time to take a strong look if you're the referee in the ringside position. Round 3 next. All right, heading back to the corner now, and Silva's face is a mask of red blood. We'll see what the cut man can do to try to stem the tide here. I'm not sure it's going to matter. Feel like we might be at the beginning of the end. We'll see. Well, she is wearing it. That cut continues to leak down into her eye. Some replays from all the action in that previous round.
Yeah, John, that's called the trickle-down effect.
Yeah.
It comes down the face, right into the eye. You don't want to be dealing with that. You want to have clear vision when you're in the octagon with one of the best fighters in the world. But it's her irresponsible defenses that have led her to this point.
Stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown, dude? Takedown defense holds up. She wanted out of that clinch and able to get out. Oh, she got inside and right to the single collar tie. She landed a punch.
Oh!
Judo toss, made it look easy. Wow, another strike gets through and targeted right on that cut. She is a bloody mess. Oh, a multitude of elbows raining down. Silva gets pounded, and it's the elbow. All right, she's right into side control right now, and a lot of fighters would prefer the half guard, but she does some pretty good work here.
She does good work in the side control. She likes it. A lot of people will not even pass the side control anymore because it seems like you're giving your opponent an out. But she loves the fact that she has such a great guillotine, and if they turn one way, she'll attack it. So you only have one option to escape this young lady, and by going to your knees, she always throws her hooks in and just gets brutal damage off from the top position.
Oh, she connected with the knee to the body there, and this is something she saw on film. Her opponent left that body open, and she barged right through that hole.
She's taking advantage of a weakness, and she'll look to continue doing the same thing. All right, she's in the north-south position. Full side control now.
Well, the crowd continues to react with every passing land, but if you're the referee or even the corner, somebody's got to get involved, I would think.
Somebody's got to do something. It's getting very uncomfortable to watch this, and as the crowd gets excited...
Ooh, nice setup for the submission here.
What a transition.
Can she escape? Oh, she can!
She was able to straighten that arm, work the other arm all the way through to get her chest back to the mat. Great job.
Bisping's looking for a Darce choke here. She's got the Darce choke locked in. There's the tap!
Oh, my goodness.
Absolutely remarkable what this fighter was able to accomplish here tonight. Really nice job by her there to execute the submission. Clearly she had an opening and she closed the show pretty effectively there. That is one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. All right, here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 13 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a Darce choke, BISPING!
Well, how about this young woman as the celebration is on. She sat down in our fighter meeting and she told us, to a man, to a woman, I'm going to submit her at some point in this fight, and that's exactly how she gets it done.
That's exactly how she got it done. She knew where the fight needed to be. And the moment she got a chance, the moment she got the submission locked in, she latched on that thing like you wouldn't believe it because she knew it was her chance. This is my moment to get my result. She did exactly that, got the submission win, and on to the next one.
And here is tonight's tale of the tape. All right, now with the official introductions, we go inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Meatball Molly McCann! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, BISPING!
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here she is ready to go for round 1, and now undeniably she is under the brightest spotlight of her UFC career. Why? Check out the footage of her last fight. Vicious win by submission, that to extend her winning streak and set up this high-profile opportunity tonight. She is one of the best submission practitioners in this division, and she will be looking to prove as much in another big spot here tonight. Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Oh, great deception to land the flying knee. Oh, hook to the head by Bisping. Well, she's already connected on a few hooks so far here in the round, and just as I say that, another one for good measure. Her striking's on point tonight. Right
on point. She's doing a great job of finding that punch. It has quickly developed into one of her best strikes. Doing a great job fighting behind the reach and dictating where the fight takes place.
Nice jab, follows it up with a nice right hand. Certainly showing off some good hands here tonight. Left hook counter there yet again. Big shots being landed on both sides here.
Oh, nice.
Well, she has come out guns blazing tonight. You know she's got an aggressive style. That's exactly what we've seen thus far.
She's a sharpshooter.
Yeah.
She is a sharpshooter in the highest order. But every time she steps in the octagon, she's looking to finish the fight. She did a great job defensively and blocked that punch.
High-level stuff on the counter there. She waited for her opponent to engage, and when her opponent got a little bit off balance, she made her pay on the counter. Nicely done. McCann swelling now around her jaw, so we'll keep an eye on that storyline as this fight continues, but she has absorbed a lot of strikes to the head thus far.
No idea how these two women are standing.
They're probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best fight, and you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands, and she lands very effectively.
Huge shots there. Oh, big left. Well, you can feel that breeze octagon side after the swing and the miss.
You can never know what you're going to see with this young lady. Is she going to finish the fight? Oh, both landed.
Big right hand. All right, so her, flying knee to the head. Wow, you don't see that every day. She lands a huge strike, and now she's going to back it up with smack talk.
Most times you hit somebody good, you want to hit them again. Nope, she wants to dance.
McCann's lower jaw does not look good. I'm not sure it could be any more swollen. She continues to fight through it. Let's see how far she can go. Oh, good series of punches by her there.
She's in her zone. She's flowing right now.
Oh, lands the overhand. How good is that?
Nice punch to the head.
Another hook lands there by Bisping. Well, she has really come out aggressively tonight, and tonight her opponent's hurt.
Beautiful placement on that hook. What a great job of finding such a massive shot.
Oh! Big. How about these two going at it? Big right hand there. All right, well, she's landed those hooks at a high clip here. Oh, she's hurt. So under minutes to go here in what has been a competitive and action-packed first round. In the clinch here, but she's still able to land a huge punch to the head. Oh, outstanding job by her there to change levels and get this fight to the ground. What do you guys call that, an ankle pick?
I mean, that's an ankle pick. And there's a lot that goes into it. For her to execute it in a fight, amazing.
Oh, steps over and gets out.
She got it done. Unbelievable that she didn't get submitted in such a deep heel hook attempt.
making all these shots count. Elbow from the top now by Bisping. Oh, she landed a nice combination of elbows there. You hear a lot of fighters say, there's no pad on my knee, there's no pad on my elbow, and we've seen a lot of significant cuts caused by those elbow strikes.
She's doing a great job of finding her strikes and landing those elbows in combination.
1 second for the end of round 1. Well, nobody's calling for a doctor stoppage just yet, but she has had no answers for all of that damage up top.
She's had no answers. I mean, she has gotten beat up from the very start of the fight. And we spoke about this, John. We spoke about trying to change something early. She didn't, and now she's paying for it.
Well, they haven't called for the doctor yet, but she is swollen. Doesn't look at all like the woman who walked out here a couple hours ago.
Yeah, she got beat up in that round. She took far too many shots right on the target.
Ready to fight?
She has got to do something different on the defensive side, or this fight is not going to go long. Big shots to the head.
Nice. Nicely done.
Got to the clinch, controlled the posture, and lands some big knees from the clinch.
Immediately gets the underhook. Oh, ankle pick to get this fight down. All right, she's got her in a crucifix now. I would think a lot of options at her disposal offensively.
Yeah, she's got all the options. All she needs to do is be patient. Drop elbows, drop big punches. Just really start to lay into your opponent, but do it in a way that you don't lose all the work that you put in to gaining such a dominant position. Nice.
McCann's eye is absolutely revolting to look at. I know DC's got only one eye open right now, but I think it's probably time for the referee to call for the ringside position. Bisping's able to transition back to side control now.
Oh, she's in trouble, dude.
Oh, hammer fist here by Bisping.
I mean, she's fighting a fantastic fight.
Bisping's right back to the full mount. Oh, look at this. She's got her in the crucifix. A lot of body weight with which to contend. We'll see how she tries to get up here.
It's a very tough situation for the bottom girl. But for the top fighter, all she has to do is just maintain and keep control. Keep it safe. Don't allow it to turn chaotic, because when it turns chaotic, you lose one of the arms. You got to keep both of the arms. Punch, 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 elbow, 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 and end the fight. Yes, smart adjustment. Yep.
Oh, and she lands the knee to the body here in side control. Another knee right to the midsection.
Oh, another knee.
Oh, another blow hits that cut. Referee might need to call on the doctor here soon. Outstanding work with the ground and pound here by Bisping. Oh, she knees the body here inside mount. Well done.
Another knee.
Her knees are the business, man, and she is not just throwing one, right? We're talking about knees in bunches, and most of them have landed.
You don't generally see that. You don't see somebody throw so many knees back to back, but there's no threat of a takedown. She's taking full advantage of every weapon she has at her disposal.
Side control now. There's that knee to the body.
Fight back! Fight back!
Another nice knee to the body. McCann getting work here from the top. You don't want to take too many more of these ground and pound strikes. Once again, employing the knee.
Fight back! Fight back!
Just over 2 minutes to go. Oh, she landed a combination of knees there. It forces her opponent to retreat. Devastating knees on the feet.
Devastating knees. Hurt her opponent multiple times with those knees, and to throw them back to back, it's truly crazy.
Knee to the body here in side control. McCann's an absolute mess right now. There is blood everywhere. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them call in the ringside position between rounds. Oh, pretty good job there posturing up and landing with the ground and pound. She has been very efficient in this situation tonight.
Very efficient and very accurate. Hats off to her.
All right, she's got her in a crucifix from top position here, DC. What are you trying to do with your legs to maintain control of that arm?
You know, you got to take the knee, slide it over the top of one of the arms, so that when they're bridging and turning, the arm is just going up and down your shin, blocked by your ankle, blocked by your knee. That's how you keep them there, and you maintain the underhook on the other side. So you control one part with your knee, One part with your arm, and then you just use your hands to just punch and beat them up.
Bisping's back in side control. All right, she's got her in a crucifix now. I would think a lot of options at her disposal offensively.
Yeah, she's got all the options. All she needs to do is be patient. Drop elbows, drop big punches. Just really start to lay into your opponent, but do it in a way that you don't lose all the work that you put in to gaining such a dominant position.
Man, these women are putting on a show tonight. The crowd absolutely loving it as they make their way back to the field.
The crowd's going crazy because they just saw two high-level grapplers mix it up on the ground. It was phenomenal to watch.
Oh, she's got her back. 20 seconds to go. Seconds winding down in round two. Gets pounded here on the ground, the elbow doing most of the damage there. All right, round three coming up next. All right, that's the end of the round. It is not the end of the bleeding. The cut on her forehead has gotten really, really bad. You see as they show it to the crowd, major reaction from them. If this cut gets any worse, they are going to stop this fight. All right, back to the stool we go, and mentally she seems very much in this fight, but physically she has absorbed a lot of damage and is dealing with that big cut above the eye.
Yeah, she's taken far too many devastating blows to the eye, John. She has been beat up, she's been battered, she's been bruised, and now she's dealing with a cut above the eye that's going to be very difficult to overcome.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway.
Nice kick, yep.
Well, that left punch there, we see the seminal blow of this fight thus far.
Yeah, man, she landed a massive hook, and it has her opponent hurt bad.
Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position. Oh, she goes to the ankle pick. I don't know if she's doing that because you're in the commentator's booth tonight, but you got to appreciate that effort.
Call me entertained. Anytime I get to see something like that, I applaud. Hats off to you, young lady.
We send it in there now to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 32 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by tap out due to a heel hook, BISPING!
Oh, well, there she is. A lot of people felt like this fight was destined to go the distance. She had other ideas.
She said that if this fight went to the ground, it did not matter how good her opponent is. She was going to submit her. She did exactly that. She feels like she's levels above the rest of the game in the grappling.